There are people out there that think you are going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
I'm just asking. What's up, guys? We're playing Slay the Princess today. I have no clue what this is, but it looks like we need to save a princess or slay a princess. Does it mean like slay a princess? I don't know. So we're gonna get straight into this because I have no clue what's going on. So start a new game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're
Okay.
on a path in the woods.
Ooh, I can barely
And
hear
at
that.
the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay. Oh, whoa, what? Oh, I can actually move. Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Oh, this is me talking. Have you ever considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Okay.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
What?
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
I don't get it.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay. The end of the world, what are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Okay. But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Okay. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I mean, side quests, I have ADHD. I go on a lot of side quests. I could just be here for some weird reason. I might have gone out to get milk, and then saw a bird, and then a squirrel, and then a pigeon, and then, ooh, a shiny rock. And what were we doing again? Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
But then I don't have to go to work.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not
There
one
are
of
people that
those,
just don't want to go to work.
right?
What? I wasn't listening. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
I don't even get to know what it is. Look, I'll go to the cabin. I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had a chance to meet her face to face.
And I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
This is really weird.
For each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Okay, fine, I will. Jeez.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I'm sure I will.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
That's what I was saying.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Do I need to take it?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Why would you just leave the only thing that can kill this princess right here? Explorer takes the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I'm sure. Okay. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Dad, okay.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's me.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
It just sounded like someone asking who's coming. Like if you were stuck in a basement, I'm assuming, and you can't leave and you hear a door open, I'm pretty sure you'd be concerned on who's coming in too. Jeez.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Yeah, I think I'm here to kill you. Just checking in on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Oh, did you? Don't worry about the knife, I have a knife.
Downstairs
What?
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Yes, I see that.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
I have no clue.
Focus on the task at hand.
Why is the narrator arguing with this hero?
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I don't know. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare.
This is a weird situation.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming.
So confused. We'll just hang on to the knife for now.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the
Did
blade.
her eyes just go like puppy dog eyes?
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Why is that?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I didn't click on that.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I'm going to, yeah, I kind of figured.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I just still don't know what you can
She's
do.
unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Why am I, what? I'm sorry, can we just
You're
talk?
so close. Don't give up. You've come this far.
I just want to talk.
No, this
I
is
just
a
want to
good
talk to the
idea.
princess. Can I please
Maybe
talk to
we can
maybe she's a
de-escalate
good
things.
person. Maybe she doesn't even want to leave the cabin. Maybe she just wants a pizza. You never know.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
You're gonna make me drop the knife, aren't you? Fine, I'll drop the freaking knife. Yeah, I dropped it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Yes, I heard that.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Yes, talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward.
There was no
to speak
better
with the
judgment here.
princess
I don't know
face
what
to
I'm
face.
judging.
Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
That's what you keep telling me.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah. There are people out there that think you are going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
I'm just asking.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
I have no clue.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Nope, not at all. No, but I'm sure they have the reasons for keeping that information secret from me.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Yep, no problem, Mr. Narrator.
What if they're bad reasons, though? If they had good reasons for thinking I was dangerous, wouldn't they have shared them with you? I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want to leave.
And do what?
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Okay, yeah, so trust.
Whoever
Trustworthy.
sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Nope.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
Okay, Mr. Voice of the Hero.
So,
Is that my own
I
voice?
could tell you
I
that
don't
I'd
know.
lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you?
Nope.
What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Nah, no clue.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Neither is yours, Narrator.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
Yeah, got it.
So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
I don't even know who put you here.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
That doesn't really help me out much.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Got it, Mr. Narrator. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Though you don't remember your name, I'm going to expect. How would I get you out of here? A relationship, are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
That is very true. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm just asking questions. Jeez, Narrator.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
How so?
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
I don't know.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Nope, I have no clue what I'm doing. No clue.
You know why you're here.
Okay, so this I feel like is where this story's gonna split. So we can either slay the princess, we can let her escape, or we can keep her trapped down here and try to keep getting to learn more about her. So what if we quick just do what the narrator is telling us to do and slay the princess?
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
Did I?
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
Oh, nice.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
Nice, thanks, hero.
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down.
Why does my hand look all evilly?
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
Interesting.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs.
Got it. She's not a nice person. The princess is not a nice person when you try to kill her. So what happens if we try to let her go?
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Nope.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Yes, give them a
They're
tug.
large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Very possible.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm gonna go check upstairs. Maybe I can find a
I'll
key.
be here.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Well, that's just weird.
Is someone else here?
Yeah, let's just try the
You
door.
try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Interesting.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Did the narrator just lock me down here?
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
I got it.
Easier
Jeez.
for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Apparently.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Fine.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
She's already killed me once. We might as well just see where this goes. Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade
Wow, we
against
just cut
the
her head off.
princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Okay, got it.
She didn't so much as utter a sound.
No, she didn't.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Nope, probably
Thank
not.
you. Now let's get out of here.
Yes, let's do that. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Got it, narrator.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Yeah, the narrator's
Watch
taking
me.
control. Narrator, you're a butthead. Wait, hold on. Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Yeah, what the heck?
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Yes, thank you.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Are you now? Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Can you now?
I'll make this quick.
Oh, that's not good.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Why do my hands look so evil?
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Yeah, maybe.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
I got it.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
It's interesting because when I tried to help her, she wasn't wanting to kill me. It wasn't until the narrator tried to take control. Why does it keep going to chapter 2 when it...
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Hold on, narrator.
And in the
So-
basement of that cabin
Yush!
is a
So
princess.
when I tried to slay her and she killed me, it went to chapter 2, the tower, and then started this again. After she just killed me this time, after the narrator tried taking control of me, it started another chapter, which was different. So what if I go back and I keep her locked up, but we continue to have a conversation? I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
I know.
And if you don't,
Got it.
I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one. You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Okay.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Whoa.
It's not like this little door I'll hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Kind of, yeah.
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
Okay.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
I have no clue.
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
No, how'd I do that?
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
What?
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Nightmare. Oh,
You're on a path in the woods.
I think I get it
At the
now.
end of that path
So,
is a cabin. And
okay,
in the basement
narrator
of
stop,
that
narrator
cabin
stop, narrator stop.
is a
Shush.
princess.
I need to think and you're confusing me. So, you go in, you make a choice, you die. And then the story resets, but the choices you made in that last life have already played through. So now you're going back in the same thing, but with those other choices. That's why each chapter 2 is different. So, how do I want to play this game? I've decided we're going to go back down the path of trying to figure out what's going on and not really trusting the narrator and trying to help the princess and learn more from the princess. So, we're going to go back to the I'm getting you out of here.
Have to. Hitting. Forward.
Because right here it seems like the princess is being more generous and kind to us because we're trying to help her.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And they keep saying that, another life, another life. So after we get killed by the princess for trying to help her from the narrator taking over, we then go to chapter 2 again, The Prisoner, which then starts all of this again.
You're here.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Is it? I have no clue. I just wanted to go back into the thing and see if things had changed. Why are we having such a long conversation?
Oh, how You're talking in... No, I'm talking in...
Okay, we're just gonna go back to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin
this
is less
changed.
a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
Definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I think you know what we have to do. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Interesting. Huh. So you know what? I'm gonna leave it off here for today. And we'll come back next time. I haven't decided if I want to take the blade back down with me, because it seems like the only way to free the princess is with the blade. So we need the blade to free her. But then the narrator's going to take over and have us try to kill her. So I don't know if I want to take the blade or not. So we'll come back next time and we'll pick up right here, and maybe we'll run through with the blade and without the blade and figure out which path we want to take to figure out if we want to slay the princess or not. But until next time, guys, that's going to be it for Slay the Princess. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like on it. If you're not subscribed and you like watching my stuff, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if there's any games you want to see me play, leave them down in the comment section, and I'll try to get to them when I have some free time. But until next time, guys, bye. I love yous, and I really am confused on what's going on.